There's lots of challenges people are going to have when starting a business. And of course, depending on the business, different businesses have different challenges. But there are some things that I think are pretty universal when starting a business that people either can avoid or navigate through better. I think the biggest thing that most businesses need to do when they're first getting started, just stay in business. Stay in business long enough to succeed. Because you may start out with, hey, I think I'm going to do it this way and these things and so on. But like most things, once you dive in, there's a whole different view. Once I dove into marriage, it was a whole different view than I thought it would be. Once I dove into having kids, there was a whole different view than I thought it would be. And business is no different. So you got to stay in business long enough to succeed. And one thing I'll suggest you, to be able to stay in business, you've got to give yourself a financial haircut. The biggest challenge I see most new entrepreneurs is they just don't give themselves a big enough financial haircut. You got to cut all possible expenses. You got to get lean and mean so you can survive. There'll be plenty enough time when your business succeeds. And I found that most businesses, they don't fail because they have a bad idea. They just simply fail because they can't keep going long enough for their good idea to succeed. I think businesses need to stick to the plan, okay? The one thing. What is it, the one thing you can do so that by doing it, everything else is either easier or unnecessary? Gary Keller talked about that in his book. I'll add to that. I see lots of folks on the social media and so on talking about the variety of income sources, diversify your income sources, all that kind of stuff. I just don't agree with that. Once you have a successful business, if you want to add different layers of that, great, okay? I just operate under the principle, a hunter that chases two rabbits at the same time goes hungry. You look at the wealthy, the billionaires and so on, they rode one horse to wealth. And then once they were wealthy, then they diversified, into different things, okay? And then the last thing I would say to those people that are, wanting to start a business or feeling kind of that entrepreneurial spirit, you've got to discipline your time. You might be coming from an environment, a job or a career or whatever, where somebody else is really disciplining your time. Be here at this time, be here at this time. When you go down that entrepreneurship path, you've got to decide to do that, and you better make sure the primary things, the things that just have to get done, are done quickly and early in the day so they don't get put off. You put off something that's critical for a couple days and it's probably going to blow up.